niggas used to this David Ruffin. I am David Ruffin.
I don't know if you've been watching Joe Budden's podcast lately, but a tad bit of a power struggle. Okay. Apparently, Mona, don't call me white girl, who just came in and filled in Melissa Ford's seat. Even though y'all was trying to tell me in the comments that she wasn't fired, I ain't seen her. Tell me if you seen her. You tell me, you know what I'm saying? I ain't seen her. Anyway, Mona there, she tired of being a B mic. She says she's her own A mic, and she's feeling silenced on the Joe Budden podcast.
Whose podcast is it again?
I don't think it's called the Monas. You already got a podcast, Jordan.
Right. So
but they say she's feeling some kind of way. Anyway, we're going to look into what they saying over there at the stop. The title of this video is called Mona Ignored and Silenced on the Joe Budden's podcast.
Mona feels ignored and silenced on the Joe Budden podcast. Yep, the podcast of Joe Budden's name is now making yet another co-host feel like they can't talk. Now, this episode...
Another female co-host. Another female co-host.
Let me ask you, brother, is it Red Pill Mania?
Absolutely.
He's shutting down the ladies?
I don't know, but what it is, I guess the sisters are being disruptive. You know,
maybe they ain't got shit to say. No, I'm just fucking. I like Mona. I think she's very funny.
I respect. No, you always said that, son.
Yeah. I think she's real funny. I saw her on her last one I watched from her podcast was with Dr. Umar. The shit was hilarious.
Okay.
Revealed what Mona is actually thinking, as she has revealed that she has ADD, and usually people with ADD say what's on their mind. Additionally, there was a bunch of conversations had about what the show is, and it revealed that the fabric of the Joe Budden podcast will always be shaky. One of those conversations was a conversation about what an A-mic is.
I didn't even know what a A-mic was. I had to learn that. These teach me that. You niggas used to this David Ruffin. I am David Ruffin.
Now, this is one of the things that Joe Budden...
I nigga sitting like, I pay you.
Again, being disruptive.
You think sometimes women have a hard time fitting into a structure?
A male structure?
Male structure.
It can. It's a power struggle at times, like they just said.
It could be. I mean, it's not like she's not a good talker, like she don't have nothing to contribute. But, maybe she just... I'm thinking, okay, if I were there and I'm new on the job, I'm trying to make my bones, I would certainly not want to seem like I'm not doing nothing.
Or make waves.
So that could be important. Well, I mean, I would rather make waves like her than be, what is this nigga doing sitting there? You understand what I'm saying? Imagine they say, yo, y'all come up here, y'all get on the show, and we sitting there, and we got stuff to say, but we keep getting shut down. It's like, you don't want to, but if you do that, then you suck.
Right.
So you rather be, I can't stand him, he always complaining or saying whatever. I feel like that's probably how she feel, than... what are they even doing there? What the fuck? They decoration? What the fuck you need them niggas for?
Or just let her be controversial.
Yeah. So that's kind of how I feel about it. But Joe ain't seemed like he was tripping too much off of it. But this guy's suggesting that there may be somewhat of a power struggle. It ain't no power struggle. That nigga just let her go. Like, I'm good.
Has birth the structure of a podcast within the industry that he comes from. Before his arrival into podcasting, the term A-mic wasn't really used. It's this show that has popularized that lingo. But in this conversation, they talk about who's the A-mic, and Joe says he's the A-mic. Then it gets dicey because everybody's afraid to say what the B-mic is, what the C-mic is. And
well, if he invented the term,
right, and it's his show.
I mean, he's like, I don't know what you niggas did,
but I'm the A-mic. My joint is hot. Right. My joint stay hot.
Right. Y'all can figure out what the fucking letters y'all niggas.
And it revealed there's no defined roles. This is why it's hard to be on the Joe Budden podcast. You have to define your role for yourself, and there doesn't seem to be real guidance from the top on what each person should be doing, which creates car crashes in terms of verbal conversations that are to be had on the show. Now, it could be that the podcast feels like, hey, we're not going to talk about it because we love the tension of people trying to figure out, or maybe the infrastructure is not strong enough that they can't even broach those conversations. Now, another part of the show for this episode that was very revealing was they talk about contracts.
If I don't like you or the move wrong, I don't want to stay for long. So that's why we have to keep it short, so I know I still like you.
And how long contracts should be. Should people...
You want some shit like, you don't even like her attitude.
Period. I don't like that energy around me, man.
You got to sit there and do a podcast for hours.
Bro.
Yeah.
Well, they brought her in. She is the replacement for Melissa Ford, correct?
Right. Who kind of just went along to get along. She didn't do a lot. She kind of just rolled with it. I mean, she would buck a little bit.
I think it's good to have the camaraderie of, let's say you have a panel of men. You got a sister. It's cool to break up the monotony, the whole thing. Like us, we gonna have a female hostess.
Oh, she ain't gonna host.
She gonna have a C mic. She gonna have a D mic.
Right.
Son, stop, son. Now
Shout out to the D mic.
Son, chill, son. You turning into something else.
Right.
Be in long-term contracts for people, be in short contracts. They even allude to Melissa Ford with flip statement, but I'm not going to get into that right now. But Mona would say she likes to know who she's working with and she needs to like them. Now, that is very revealing. That is very telling because she had a short stint at another popular podcast, $1 Million Worth of Game.
Right.
Maybe it was because she didn't get along with those people. Now, Tony the Closer would say that
Like the Philly Connect.
she would arrive late. She wasn't on time, which is interesting because she's already arriving late to the show. Then there was the moment where I played in the beginning of the video where she talks about being silenced. Now, that largely comes for her inability to not be able to let others step into themselves because she has her own successful podcast. Mona represents something interesting for the show. I think she's the only person with an actual successful podcast before the Joe Budden podcast, right? Rory and Mal didn't have a successful podcast before they joined the show. Then,
right. Don't Call Me White Girl is not nowhere near what Joe Budden's is, but it's doing pretty
Yeah,
good.
she
They got
eating
good numbers.
off of it.
And she probably feel, I'm be honest, she probably feel like, look, I'm gonna fuck if they fire me. I got more fame from being on here. I'm just carrying it back to my shit. If I want more money,
Right.
I'll just double up on episodes.
Right, right.
You know what I mean? So she may have came there specifically with that in mind. Like, I ain't
True.
gonna be here long.
there's Queen's Flip. He may be huge in the industry, but he didn't have a podcast. He was more a blogger, skit guy.
Yeah.
And there's Mark Lamont Hill. He didn't have a podcast.
No.
So for
He's going to news and talk shit real fast. Look like he's gonna cry like Van
all
Jones.
the time.
her, it's really challenging to not be able to talk. On her show, which I observed, she's able to flesh out long segments. Many times, almost all the time, she's the only person on camera. It is quite revealing to me. Joe would tell her to shut up in a segment about the, Uber DoorDash person who felt like she was sexually harassed or abused. Joe Budden himself.
Oh, did you hear about that shit?
No.
Nigga, don't make me pull that shit up. If we got
I don't
time.
know what you talking about.
Yo, it was a lady. Okay.
What, man?
We're cutting this shit off.
A lady, what? A female Uber driver?
No, something crazy. Look, I know y'all. I know. I got the 88. I got
Yes,
the
he
80s
does.
too, y'all.
He on the spectrum.
I'm in. Come on now, don't say that.
On what side we don't know, but he on there somewhere. Hey, son, what you saying?
But no. It was a lady who said she was a DoorDasher, right? She gets a message on her app that says, "Listen, leave the food on the porch." Right? She gets to the porch. She said the dude's door was cracked. She cracked the door open a little bit. It was like, "Hey, sir, here's your food." And he laid out there butt naked. Then she went on TikTok and was like, "Yo, this nigga violated me, sexual harassment." I don't know why I like saying it like that. Sexual harassment.
Son, you can't say that. It's called SA. You gotta say SA, son.
That's all I said was sexual. That's how my grandma used to say.
How you making up words?
Sexual harassment. But yeah, she said he sexual harassed her. And she said because he was laying there, you know what I'm saying? Probably drunk. Might have shook it or something. Was like, bitch, just leave the food. When I get up, I'll get it.
Pants down to his
Right.
goddamn knees with
my
remote
house.
control in one hand.
It's my house. I
Right.
do what I want.
Yeah.
She filmed the nigga, put him online, tell everybody, yo, look what he did to me.
Wow.
Now
I'm
imagine
not
if it was
familiar
the man
with
that
that.
was the other way around.
He smoked his boots.
Imagine the lady said, leave my food on the porch. You peek in her house. Oh, she naked. Film her and try to charge her with
You going to jail. A man, you going to jail.
the hell to damn jail. All right, so I might look at that story later. I don't know. I was going to just completely switch videos on y'all.
No, but we'll stick to the
My
subject.
bad. Trap, what up?
What up, Trap?
What up,
Peace,
fam?
peace.
Hit the email, brother.
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go. Oh, yeah, I got to tell you something.
Self is adjusting.
Don't let me forget.
And right now they're playing nice. They're having conversations, making it seem like they're one big happy family. But only time will tell how they navigate this. And the danger is that Mona, I don't think she's afraid to leave. I feel like she's specifically the type of person that will take the visibility from the podcast and transfer it to other places.
Same shit I was saying. Because she's straight. It's only helping.
So this was, you think, possibly a strategic move on her part?
She could jump up and scratch Joe Budden eyes out, and it won't be nothing but good for her.
Absolutely.
You feel me? I mean, other than charges.
Cool. I mean, but they're gonna end up letting her go anyway. We already seen get the paintings on the wall.
I mean, Joe let people go all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's only a net positive. So for her to act out or to say what she got to say or however she feels, she don't really care. It's going to all come back to her in the end.